A new day, a new all-time high. Hello there guys, this is McAfee from the Crypto Doctor, and let's talk some crypto. So on today's video I'm going to talk about Bitcoin to $1 million, yes, $1 million, and what's happening with the exchanges. Let's get down to this. So first of all, coin market cap. Now we have 293, sorry, not so high, but we had an all-time high today of 11,000. At this moment you must be feeling like this.
You can see him going through some of his arm movements. There he goes.
Good jump. He's in good shape. He knows where it is. All right! He drilled it. No way that they're going to take it away from him. You're looking at the new champion.
I'm sure that isn't going to be the reaction in this case. So let's get down to the talk. Now, Coinbase. Coinbase has been down, and I've been getting a lot of calls from people holding currencies on Coinbase. And they're right, it's a concern. This is the reason why we don't see mass scale adoption happening. Coinbase, we're experiencing all-time high traffic at the moment, 8 times the peak we saw in June. Now 8 times the peak they saw in June. So this is not a first occurrence. This happened before, where there was a lot of trading volume happening on the exchange and they had to shut down. And it's not just Coinbase, it's all over the market. We have Bitstamp saying the same thing. So some people say it seems like market manipulation, but the truth is this is what the market is. Because we are so early adopters in this market, we have this price or this kind of things being able to happen in this kind of markets. And that's why some people could say the CMEs that I spoke about in my last video are necessary in this market, because they give you a more stable environment to trade. And here we have this comment, and I love the way this guy stated it. Understandable, but unacceptable. Coinbase, definitely unacceptable. You knew this happened before, and you knew this same thing could happen. So why didn't you make changes, are the questions people are asking. And it seems like a manipulative effort, as he states in his comments, and I feel the same way, and most people feel the same way. You can say it, manipulative effort. And also stated here, considers as manipulation. Yeah, it's very coincidental that all exchanges are going down. People want to sell, people want to make exchanges, and it's not happening. So what does this mean for Coinbase, Bitstamp, and all these exchanges? Now, most people are still going to keep their currencies on Coinbase. Now, why do I say this? Because most people in cryptocurrencies until now still don't believe we're going to get to mass scale adoption, and they just hold their currencies on places like Coinbase, so that once we have a high price like 11,000 today, they easily sell to fiat and hold on to it until it is back to normal price. Then you just sell back, you just buy back your Bitcoin. But if you're not trading this, does this mean you should still hold your currencies on Coinbase? You could. Coinbase, this doesn't mean anything to your funds. Your funds will most definitely be secure, because think about the scandal. If Coinbase was to go down, yeah, Bitcoin would definitely crash, definitely. But if not for that, there's so many people, so many banks involved in this business, and it will be the hell of all conspiracies and the biggest scam and biggest sham ever. But talking about all this crazy stuff, what's happening now? John McAfee, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce this properly, let's get down. John McAfee said on the 15th of September 2017, on a Wednesday specifically, and today is also a Wednesday, this guy likes Wednesdays, I think, that if the price of Bitcoin does not go to $500,000 by the year 2020, he will eat his dash. Don't want to say that online. But today, another Wednesday, another John McAfee story. And today we have John McAfee saying that his prediction was wrong, but not to say that he was going to eat what he said he was going to eat. But right here you can see it. $1 million. Yeah, he said it, $1 million by the year 2020. So if you're in the cryptocurrency space, this fall in price from 11,000 to 9,600 might not be a big deal if you're looking at the long run, because if the price is going to $1 million, then it means you should be buying the dip. And I think I'm going to be doing the same thing. Definitely not financial advice, guys. So let's see what CNBC is saying today. Yesterday we heard from Bloomberg. Today let's hear from CNBC. So let's play.
pretty heavily when he called it a fraud. John McAfee, if, for whatever it's worth, says he now predicts $1 million by the end of 2020. Do you guys have targets or not?
Yeah, I'll say $1 million by 2020 as well, easily.
It seems reasonable. I'm not putting out too many price targets these days, but that seems reasonable. I mean, listen, as with most major technology shifts,
I definitely want $1 million too. Yes, $1 million. Woo!
let's think about what young people are doing. 32% of young people say they prefer Bitcoin to stocks. 42% of millennial males say they plan to purchase Bitcoin in the next 5 years. We're barely in the first inning right now.
And let's just say there's 15 million millionaires around the world. All their financial advisors are going to say, hey, buy a Bitcoin. You need
Definitely not financial advice.
some exposure. There's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins minted ever in history. That's going to also drive demand.
So, you heard it here first. Demand. So, finally, I'll close with the words of the same John McAfee. And right here you have it. He said they opened the door to a new world, but brought the rules from the old world. That's classic. We can't bring the laws from the old world into the new world. Cryptocurrencies cannot be gauged in the same sense we gauge stocks, in the same sense we gauge all these things, because it's a free market. Every man for himself, guys. The question of the day: what do you think the price of Bitcoin will be in the year 2020? Do you agree with John McAfee? Because that was a very big bet to eat his dash. Or do you disagree and feel like, let's see what happens? But do write in the comments. What are your thoughts? This has been Nene Msu from the Crypto Doctor. And keep running that crypto, guys. Peace out.